welcome back to my channel. In this vlog I will be sharing with you guys my birth and delivery story, as you can see in the title. If you are new to this channel, I'm a mommy vlogger and I vlog everything from day in the life to sharing with you guys our newborn journey, but my pregnancy journey. I share everything about mom life. I'm a young mom myself and I have two sons at the moment. One is nearly 3 and the other one is a newborn. So I'm gonna start by saying that I didn't have a great pregnancy, and from the start actually already the plan was to be induced, but it was just seeing how far I go. So at 37 weeks I started trying to induce myself because I was just completely done with pregnancy. I think all the moms out there that know with pregnancy, the last few weeks is just you're so excited, but you're also nervous and you've got a lot of pain, so everything is just, you know, all these mixed emotions and hormones. You just want your baby out there. So I got on a yoga ball, I ate pineapple, I drank bitter lemon, I tried everything that's out on the internet. I tried. Then I came to my 38-week checkup, and because I had a lot of pre-labor pain, she wanted to check my cervix, and at that point I was 1 centimeter, 1.5, but not effaced yet. It wasn't soft, it was just, you know, there. So they also didn't know if it was from the previous pregnancy already, because I've already obviously given birth once before. But with a lot of pre-labor pain, I kept going to the ER or at the hospital, where they check his heart rate and stuff. For you guys who don't know what it looks like, I will put it in a little clip right now to show you guys. So yeah, now you guys have a little bit of an eye view. You just get a band here and they monitor the baby's heartbeat, and they can see if you've got contractions. Now they saw that I had contractions, but they weren't strong enough or anything to go into labor. Well, then I went home and I set out the weekend and the week, and it went, you know, the last week was heavy, but you know, I knew where I was headed. I was getting induced on Sunday. So then on Sunday evening I went into the hospital to get a little balloon placed inside of me. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but they place something just inside your uterus, and then they blow it up with a little bit of water so that it starts stretching and it starts, you know, you get more dilated. So I got that Sunday at 5ish. I got corona tested. You know, I was actually quite nice. It was a room with four beds. I will insert a clip right now if I have one. If I don't, sorry, then I didn't film that. And round 1 o'clock at midnight, in the midnight, what do you say? In the evening? whatever, around 1 o'clock I started really getting contraction pains. But I didn't know if this was also the pre-labor pain that I have had previously, because I've been having pre-labor pain since 36 weeks. So I called the nurse and she just gave me some painkillers, and she said, you know, it can be because, you know, there's something in there it has to do something. Of course it has to, you know, you want to be dilated more. So yeah. But then at around 3ish I was dying of the pain, and the contractions were every 4 or 5 minutes, and they were really also longer than the pre-labor pains or contractions that I had. So I called again, and the nurse came and she said, well, I can clearly see you're in a lot of pain. Let's just get out of the room, because there were 3 other pregnant women sleeping with me on the ward. Let's just go to the check room. And then again I got the whole band stuff and thingies, and I will insert a clip of me doing that now. I was there from 3 to 5. There was the gynecologist that was on duty. There were 3 other women laboring, so she couldn't immediately see me, and I also said, you know, help those ladies first. I'm not in a rush, I'm just having contractions and stuff. But I did ask, you know, can I walk around, can I, you know, move around and just walk. With walking it can also often, you know, progress with labor and with your own contractions. So around 5 or 6ish she had time, and she came to see me, and then that little balloon thing had already dropped out. And she said, well, you're at 2 centimeters now, so we're not going to replace it, because we can't do it, blow it up bigger than the 2 centimeters already, so it's just going to keep on falling out. But you can go into a labor room for now and just relax and chill there and see what your own contractions do, and then around 7 o'clock we'll come and check again, and we will, or your water's already broken, or we'll break your water. So then I got this beautiful room, and I will show you guys now. It's amazing. So I was settled in the room, and it was all, you know, it was just like nice, and the contractions weren't that bad at my end. It was the same like pre-labor cramps. Then I decided to, you know, organize the whole that my parents can pick up little Luca, so that my husband could come to the hospital. So I called them early in the morning, and yeah, I literally called everyone awake. But the planning was ready to get induced on that Monday. So basically everyone was up to date already and up to speed. So they came to get Luca, and well, then I was waiting for my hubby, and they came at around 7ish, around breakfast time. They came and said, we're gonna break your water, but the little Levi had moved up a bit, so she was scared that if she puts a needle inside to break my waters, that she would puncture the umbilical cord. So 2 nurses had to like push him down, all the way down, so that she could, and she did it really nice, smoothly. I didn't feel anything from it. The water also trickled out very slowly. It wasn't like with Luca, it was like just all the water was out at once. No, it was the whole day through, actually still drip. So yeah, and then around 9ish they started with my Pitocin, and that was also a whole thing because they had to, with the insertion they had to, yeah, they couldn't find a vein, so that was a little bit, so I had it, eventually I had it here, which was not very comfortable, but yeah, well, you know, things have to be done, and I had these little stickers for my heart, and I had a little thing on my finger, so, you know, I was attached on a lot of stuff. Around 9ish my husband came. It was really nice to see him again. And we just actually chatted and talked, and I apped and I posted a lot of stuff on Instagram, as you guys saw, and it wasn't that bad, the contraction wasn't that bad. So every half an hour they pushed up the Pitocin. Around 12ish the Pitocin was pretty high, and I was pretty tired as well, I think. So then I decided, you know, beforehand I already decided in my birth plan that if I was getting to be induced, then an epidural would be an option. So then, you know, I talked to my husband about it and was like, you know, if I'm at the 4 centimeters right now, then I can still get a epidural. And the labor started looking a lot like the same like Lucas was also on a Monday, also getting waters broken at 7, and he only came at 10 in the evening. And now I had already had a lot of pre-labor the weeks before, so I was just, sleep deprivation was just very high. So yeah, then I decided that around 12ish, you know, I wanted an epidural, and they came to check because they have to check the cervix first. And she said, well, you're at a 3.5, 4ish, so an epidural would be great. So the person that does the epidural, he came and he looked at my back and was like, okay, we can do this and this and this. And the epidural, I didn't really feel much about it. It's an awkward position. You have to sit like this and bend forward, and then they first put a needle in that you don't feel anything, and then they go in with the actual epidural thing. But it's just a lot of, you know, people fiddling on your back. But with the contractions that I already had, I didn't really feel anything. And yeah, so then actually around 1ish, I said, well, I started feeling a little numbness, and I started feeling a little, you know, so I started being happy and stuff. And you can see my husband vlogged the whole clip of the room, like in depth of the room again. So I'll put that clip in now. So after the epidural, I actually went to sleep for a bit. I was very tired, so for half an hour I went to sleep, and they also said, you know, once the epidural really works, we can push up the Pitocin, because my contractions were like 7 minutes nothing, and then 3 or 4 very high, very strong ones, like camel mountains. That's what they literally called it in the hospital. And then again 7 minutes nothing, and that's not good for if you want to get dilated. You need a rhythm. You need it to be very stable. So they thought if we push up the Pitocin, then it will probably be stable. And then I woke up from that because obviously, well, the epidural wasn't put in correctly. So that was just bad luck. And I asked them, you know, like, you really can't put the Pitocin higher. I'm really feeling everything, you know. I was numb, but I was numb at my top, you know, like till my hips. And afterwards, that I could feel my feet, I could move my feet, I could still stand, I could do everything. So then the nurse said, well, this is not good. I mean, this doesn't look good. But we first have to check again how much you're dilated. So around 4ish, the gynecologist came again, and she checked for dilation, and then I was still at a 4. So then I said, you know, this epidural doesn't work. So then she called the person again for the epidural, and he came and he checked it, and then he said, well, sorry, I placed it wrong, can happen sometimes. So I was pretty upset at that moment, also with the pain and all the emotions and everything. But I said, okay, just set it again. So he took the whole thing out and he had to replace it. So around 6 o'clock-ish, just before dinner, my epidural was working, and I was really feeling like, wow, this is what I remember from my first labor and delivery. So I actually ate some dinner and I got some energy back, and I could just relax for a bit. And then after dinner, around 7:30-ish, they came in again, and then they checked, and I was a 5 centimeter. So I was like, wow, this is, you know, this is good progress. So he'll probably still come today. And it was also a very snowy day, and it was raining that day, and the sun was out. It was a very weird day, and it was the second day of Easter. So it was, you know, like, I really want him to come today. It's a special day. And after a while, I just was like, okay guys, I really feel like pushing, you know, I really feel like that poop feeling that you get when you, yeah, that feeling I had. So I called the nurse, and she was like, what, we just checked, it's 5 centimeters, you know, it's like a half an hour ago, like, you know, I don't think that anything happened yet. And like 2 minutes later, I called again, I was like, guys, this is no joke, I'm really feeling this, you need to look, you know, if I'm at a 10, if I can push. So she looked, and I was like, oh, you're at a 10. Wow, okay. So literally from the epidural till the time that I gave birth, which was 10 minutes past 8, I started pushing around 10 minutes to 8. So I pushed about 20 minutes, and I pushed about 4 or 5 times, and then he was there. And I got him on my breast, and I'll insert pictures of the first pictures that we took with him. I will insert now. So it was just a special moment because he was on me, and he didn't have to be rushed to a doctor or anything like with Luca. So I could just have him on me, and we just cuddled for the first 30 minutes. They waited for my placenta to come, which also came quite abruptly. I had to push once, I think with one contraction. I still had to push that out, but it was out really quickly. I hardly had any blood loss, like 50 ml or something, and they were like the whole time waiting on it. I tore out a little bit, but nothing major. She actually also said, you know, you don't actually need stitches, but since you've got an epidural, it will heal quicker, and I can stitch it up that it's just nice, and you know, nothing is like nothing can hook onto it or whatever. So yeah, that was that, and then he got weighed, and the nurses made a photo with him, as you guys saw, and it was all very relaxed and very chill, and my husband got to hold him, like that was the very special moment. Then she actually said, yeah, well, you can go home actually, because you're alright and the baby is alright, so you can go home. But because my epidural I had set so late in the evening, I didn't feel anything in my legs, and we've got that house, and our house has 2 stairs to the bedrooms. So I was like, you know, can I stay one night just to be safe? You know, I'd rather do that then. And she said, yeah, of course you can stay. So I was, I went to the post labor mama ward, whatever. I went there, and I had my private room. I will insert a clip of that room soon. But I had my private room, and we just had a very chill evening, and I think I vlogged a few things in that evening, so I'll just put that in now. actually our first evening was very chill. He didn't really cry. I started pumping. Because I had my own pump and I had everything that I packed in my hospital bag and my baby bag, everything came to use. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go and check that out. I will try and link it down below, that vlog. But I did vlog what I took to the hospital. And the next day, actually around 10ish, I think. Yeah, around 10ish, my husband came again, and then around 12 we went home. So it was actually very chill and very relaxed. Way better labor and delivery than I had with my first son, because with him it was just some complications right when I started pushing and stuff. So it was just a whole lot of hectic and people running in and out the room, and even saying maybe you need a C-section and stuff like that, you know. So it was very hectic. And with this one, it was just a very calm and yeah, collective labor and delivery. And I really loved the hospital that I gave birth in. So the nurses and everyone, and the OBGs and the gynecologists, everyone is so relaxed. Everyone is so patient. Everyone is so, they're such a team. They're such a, you can see that they're enjoying their job, and that just gives a lot of positive energy into the room and stuff. So yeah, shout out to all the staff and everyone that's ever seen me in this pregnancy, because it was not a nice or pleasant pregnancy, but they helped me through it as well. So yeah, that was actually my vlog on the whole birth and labor and delivery stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys have any questions or anything, I will be doing still a Q&A on transitioning to kids and all that and postpartum stuff. But this is for now the vlog. Please don't forget to subscribe, otherwise you will miss stuff, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye. Thanks for watching.